Open arms. Armidale welcomes refugees. Please consider this. 1 in every 113 people on earth is an asylum seeker, an internally displaced person, or a refugee. That means over 65 million people, men, women, and children, need a safe place to call home. Each year, Australia offers a safe home to just over 16,000 refugees. They come from war-torn countries. They seek a life that is free from war and persecution. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Yamama Aga, and I lead a team of humanitarian workers who support refugees in New South Wales. A small town in regional New South Wales called Armidale opened its arms to welcome refugees. Armidale has already 24,000 people who live there. From early next year, another 300 people will be settling in Armidale. The government has carefully selected Armidale, joining Coffs Harbour and Wagga Wagga as refugee resettlement hubs. The push for Armidale to become a settlement location has been driven from within the community itself. The Armidale Regional Council, for example, has voted on 2 occasions to support refugee resettlement. With refugees coming to Armidale, let's get an insight on the lived experience of these people who will be coming to call Armidale their new home. I will share with you a video clip. Let's meet a woman, a Yazidi woman, who is sharing her harrowing story about escaping captivity in Iraq.
أبسي جهات بونا ما خلقت رافي خطوفاني نبو أم شون ما قومي باز ما قومش كدار كافن بس بجد سر شارعي وأم قرتن قيش وجن جداكرن ومير جداكرن خدت شي قد بفقي ما كتشكت النابي بخون تاخير رشاشي الليلان تاقي شاوي جيد برن هيفيا ما بس مستعدة فان قيشو جنا بكنش دستي وان خلاص بكنو بسو تمام مشكلة آقري كيدانا يعني هما دردي وامو ما خلقو جنو خلاص كنشوان فاتشل عذاب كيدا بون ما هرد لي مهميرية خدي هرمنا مرتاحنا خدي هاتنا جيس بيتاي فاري هرم بخو حالي خد فكرنا خدي جانا يعني جامكا وكيزنا النيفو عندما چه زنبی وان جنابو چه زنبی وان زاروت کچکت بر سینگ داکا خوبو
The 300 people coming to Armidale will be coming as part of family groups. They, like many of our refugees who are coming to our shores recently, they escaping the war and the conflict in Syria and Iraq. Now that we had an insight into their lived experience, they coming to Australia, they coming to Armidale, who will be assisting refugees to settle in Australia. My organization, Settlement Services International, it's not a profit organization, will be assisting refugees to settle in Armidale. Our smiling staff will meet them at the airport. We take them to their short-term accommodation where we make sure they have food and essential items there. We will help them to register for essential services. We'll take them to Medicare, Centrelink and Bank. We'll help them to enroll in English classes so they can learn English and communicate. We will give them a compass into their new life in Australia. Our staff will be working hand in hand with the community to ensure that those new families feel welcome and safe in Armidale. By supporting refugees during the initial days in Australia, we help them to be economically and socially participating in our community, and they will do so. Refugees enrich our community. Every person who comes to Australia as a refugee must pass a series of rigorous health, character, and security checks before they granting a visa. Those people, these are just regular people who, through no fault of their own, have been forced to leave their homes, their countries, and everything behind in search of safety. The way we can help them, when we support them, they can give back, they can contribute. Refugees and migrants make important social and economic contributions to our community. Regional communities like Armidale will have much to gain from resettling refugees. For example, reviving regional schools and countering population decline. We also need more services in the town, which will be beneficial for the town when they have more people going there. For example, the town of Neil, the Victorian town of Neil, the net monetary gain of resettling 160 refugees over a 5 years period exceeded $41 million. From the richness of our indigenous history, across the many waves of migration to these newcomers to Australia, Australia's greatest strength is our cultural diversity. As a society, we must always value freedom, respect, and dignity for all. Our open minds, open arms, and open hearts can help heal painful past. When we welcome refugees, we give them hope, and they give us so much in return. So let's all welcome refugees as warmly as we can, just like Armidale. Thank you.